I want to talk about some of the specific targets that Iran has done in Israel. But before I do, Joni, I believe you have a question for us, for Michael.
Yeah, I do want you to talk about some of the casualties and people that have died from these attacks, from these missiles that have been sent into the civilian areas of Israel. But I had to mention this, Michael, as we're talking, that the Iranian people love Israel, and they don't agree with this regime, and it's important that we pray for them as well, isn't it?
Yeah, there's so many. If you look at the social medias of young Iranians, they are celebrating what Israel's doing, coming against this oppressive regime that executes people in the streets, forces women to cover their hair, really an oppressive regime. And all of their money, all of their future is going into missiles and terrorism, and the young people don't want it. And so that's why they are celebrating with Israel. I just found out a few hours ago, Iran's now cut off the internet across Iran because there's so much anti-regime sentiment among Iranians. And what they're trying to prevent now, they're trying to prevent an overthrow of the regime. And I believe we started wanting to eliminate the nuclear weapons, but I believe we're days, maybe weeks away from overthrowing the regime, and that would reorient the entire Middle East. And we have to remember, just 40, 50 years ago, there were direct flights from Tehran to Israel. Iranians and Israelis were friends. It's this Islamic republic that takes an extreme ideology around the Quran, around Islam, to an extreme, and puts it throughout its infrastructure and society. And it's bankrupt the nation, and it's oppressing its people.
Israel values life so much, as you and I both know, that we are just focusing on the military regime and the nuclear scientists that want the destruction of ultimately the U.S. after Israel. But what are we seeing from the Iranian missiles, and where are they firing these? I know that you actually visited some of these locations, but how has it impacted the civilian population of Israel?
Yeah, it's so important to say, we lived through October 7th. But what we've seen in the last 4 or 5 days, I've never imagined seeing destruction and chaos like this in Israel ever before. These ballistic missiles, not all of them are able to be intercepted. We're grateful for the Iron Dome, but it doesn't prevent everything. These missiles are being targeted to our population centers in Tel Aviv, in Haifa. They're hitting full apartment buildings. You can see here, I was here just a few days ago in Bat Yam, an entire 12-story apartment building with hundreds and hundreds of people. It wiped out, killing 24 different civilians all across the country. We're seeing day after day these types of direct missile attacks and hits. And this is frightening. And if I know anything about Daystar, Daystar's funded more than anything work with the IDF and also work to protect Israeli civilians through bomb shelters. We now have the entire nation from north to south living in bomb shelters. Some of them are in bomb shelters 24 hours. Most of these buildings, like the one you saw right here, they don't have any bomb shelters in the building. They only have a public shelter outside that organizations like Daystar help to provide. So they have to go down, sleep in these shelters, spend time out there. And now we have 500 people wounded, over 3,000 that are now displaced. They're homeless. They've escaped with just the clothes on their back. They need relief work more than ever before. And thanks to your generosity, Daystar is giving to partners all across the country that are assembling rapid response teams, that are providing critical food, water, supplies, emergency care kits, and also trauma care. And this is what we need to do at this time. Every single morning we're waking up, and we could just be moments away from a destruction like what you're seeing right here.
And I'm sure that we're going to find a way to collaborate in the coming weeks. We've already done some really cool things to work with some partner organizations on the ground that we're going to be sharing with you soon. So go to daystar.com/Israel. Stay up to date with the projects and our on-the-ground support.
Yes, and thank you so much, Michael, for sharing your thoughts with us. Like Jonathan said, you can go to daystar.com/Israel War for the latest news and find out how you can get involved. Let's continue to pray for the peace of Jerusalem, for the peace of Israel and the Middle East region.
Well, before you leave, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, we would love to hear how the Lord is moving and touching your heart right now. So be sure to comment below and then share this video with someone you feel needs it just as much as you did.